Black Power, Black Power. This is Underground Warrior TV. And if this is your first time coming in my channel, please mash up the like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button so you always be in the crosshairs every time I drop one of these videos. Black Power to my people. What's going on out there, folks? Yeah, we back with another one. You know I do not stop. You know I do not stop banging on the beast. If you want to hear somebody bang on the beast, this is where you come. This the channel to tell the truth, uncut, raw, you know what I'm saying, content. You know, we constantly gonna bang on the beast. We're gonna expose this beast for what he is, for what he always gonna be. You can't heal a beast. Once God creates something to be the nature of a specific people or a specific animal or specific plant, whatever that nature is, that's what it's gonna be. Whatever God created that nature or that thing to do, that's automatically what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with this Neanderthal, this beast, he's going to constantly show you stuff that may shock you, but never shock and amaze me. So I'm going to show you some pictures tonight that may be disturbing. But if you're used to seeing this kind of stuff as it relates to our people, it may not bother you just looking at the sight. It may bother you emotionally because it always touched me emotionally and spiritually. It touches me every time I see something that the Neanderthal do to our people. I'm never surprised of his actions. There's nothing under the sun that he has done that surprises me. You talking about the man of death. This is what he deals with, especially when he deals with black people. This guy is our opposite. This Neanderthal is your opposite no matter where you at in the world. You're going to find out of 100, you're going to find out of 100 Neanderthals, at least half of those are racist. Out of 100 Neanderthals, out of 100 white folks, there's going to be at least 50 to 60 of them that is racist, that really hate you. You feel what I'm saying? The other percentage may not really have any hate towards you, but what can they do? They're the minority. There's a small minority of white people who give a fuck about black people. And the majority of them are racist to the motherfucking core. And I say a small minority of white people. And that's a handful. Fam, let's get off into this crazy ass story, man, that I heard, man. This story is crazy, but not surprising. When you're dealing with the Neanderthal. I've been reading about the Neanderthal's history for a long time. You know what I'm saying? 500 years of barbarian behavior. You know what I'm saying? Iceman heritage. You know? But seriously, a black man suffering from a mental health crisis, mental ill crisis, named Larry Eugene Price was starved to death in a Sebastian County jail in Arkansas. Starved to death. They put him in a solitary confinement cell and starved this man to death. See, what I be telling my people, when I came home from the penitentiary, the things that I seen and witnessed, it's the same behavior. It's no surprising to me. But I'm going to speak in behalf of my brothers and sisters that's locked up all across the world in the white man's demonic prison systems. This is the first glance of slavery. When you go to that penal institution, your mind starts to wonder, what did the African ancestor go through? Because when you go inside the belly of the beast, you're already living in the land of the beast. The belly of the beast is the prison system. No cameras. that work in behalf of convicts and inmates. They got cameras that work in behalf of the institutional staff. They use these cameras to beat and kill and treat mistreat black people and all inmates alike, especially black people. This is the first time white people feel like a nigga inside the penitentiary. Because they oppress white people too, Mexicans. When you locked up, they oppress your ass. Slavery is back in effect when you get locked up. There's no rights that protect you inside the belly of the beast. Everybody's against you. Every staff member is against you. There's a code of silence when it's dealing with correctional staff. It's like dealing with the police on the street. So when we reform police reform, you got to have correctional prison reform, because the staff that they hire are real racists. And the Negroes, the black people, they just trying to keep a job. They're not going to blow the whistle on their white colleagues that's running around the penitentiary, beating up, killing inmates. And some of the black people, you know, they hate their own kind. They get into this mentality where they got to mash inmates along with their partners, the white boys. They got a white crew. When I was in prison, a white beat-down crew. When these motherfuckers showed up to your cell, you knew you was getting beat down. And the most coward thing about it, once they beat you up and kill you, they would write reports that you was the aggressor. Who gonna believe you if you survive the beat down? Because these people are protected. The correctional staff is one big gang interwoven into the police department. They one big gang. So with that being said, this brother Eugene Price, Larry Eugene Price, August 19th, 2020, he was charged with first-degree terroristic threats, a Class D felony in Arkansas. You know, there's a county jail that this brother walks into in his neighborhood or in his vicinity where he bees at. Because his brother, he lives a homeless life. He has a family, but the family probably didn't know where he was at. He was locked up in jail for a year. Well, anyway, he goes into this jail. And Fort Smith Police Department, he goes into the jail. Remember, he suffered from mental illness, and he curses at the police, and he points his finger as if he has a gun. Pow! The police are used to this kind of behavior because he comes into their jail because somebody know he suffered from mental illness. But this particular day, August 19, 2020, they arrest the brother for terroristic threat. They recognize him from coming to that facility doing that particular behavior. So they took him to a jail where they housed inmates, because I believe at this particular jail that he was in did not house anyone. They just was a police station, and they would take you to in Arkansas to a jail called Sebastian County Jail, where in Sebastian County Jail is where they kept Larry Eugene Price in solitary confinement for a whole year and didn't feed him, didn't give him a drink of water. He died of dehydration. Yeah, he died of dehydration. This brother was this brother was on antipsychotic drugs. They stopped giving him his medication, or they say he stopped taking his medication in the solitary confinement cell, and they refused to feed him. This was done deliberately. This is what they do to us. You know what I'm saying? How can you walk past a cell? Because this is what officers and staff members got to do when you're inside a jail or prison. They got to take count to make sure they count meets the criteria of who's supposed to be in jail. They take account. This is where they take a check and see how you look and how you doing in your cell. So for them to come past this brother's cell for a whole year and not recognizing him losing weight, you know, we talk about a man that was 200 pounds. 200 pounds. He comes out of there dead, 90 pounds. He goes in jail August 2020 and dies August 2021. You mean to tell me no staff members could recognize and look in that cell and see that this brother was dehydrating? This is how they deal with us. This happened in the Arkansas jail. You know, them Southern people are the most racist people. You talking about people from the South who take off that white sheet and put on that police uniform so they can oppress and be close to black people. That's why majority of the people that's in penitentiary and in these jails are black people. This is design where they can get you off in these dark places and kill you. This is the Neanderthals' behavior. This is white folk behavior. This is white culture behavior. I don't want to hear nobody talking about this had nothing to do with racism. Why would you lock a brother up whose bond was $1,000 with 10% is $100? Why would you let him languish in jail for a whole year? And his family didn't know where he was at because this brother is used to living homeless. You know how some mentally ill people don't want to come in the house. They'd rather be out living homeless. He a grown man, 200 pounds, 50 years old. When they find his brother's body in that cell, it was a deplorable situation. He was 90 pounds, where he had to eat his own feces and drink his own urine to try to stay alive. This is what white people do to black people when they're racist. They don't care nothing about you. They'll kill you like smacking a roach on the wall. They'll kill you like they kill them deers in the wild. They'll kill you like they kill the beautiful lions. They just shoot down beautiful living creatures, the lions. Go to Africa for sport and play. Shoot the beautiful lion down as if the lion doesn't have any life. This is the mentality. This is what we're dealing with, the man of death and destruction. This is why we need to separate from this retarded, degenerate people. But you think these people are smart. How can you be smart when your dietary law killed the populace? Your dietary law, the FDA sets it up to kill you. The CDC sets it up to kill you. The man of death, the medicine, is to kill you. The food is to kill you. The water, the air is to kill me and you. This is the man of death. So when I hear stories like this, I'm not surprised. I just want to give you the glimpse of the Caucasian behavior to let you know it ain't changed. You cannot heal the people that was created in nature to be what it's going to be. You feel what I'm saying? This is an attack on the beast tonight. This is a beat down on the beast. You feel what I'm saying? All I could do is show and prove to y'all what I'm talking about. May, Larry, Eugene Price, rest in power. May that energy put curses on the people that was responsible for setting back, watching this brother deteriorate from the police chief, the correctional staff, the medical department. Let me tell you about the medical department. Some of these nurses and doctors that work inside the medical department, if they don't blow the whistle, how black people are being treated, how inmates in general are being treated, they down with the Luciferian evil doctrine to keep it on the hush hush. They just is guilty. And you got a lot of wicked nurses that work inside the penitentiary. I watch brothers get beat down and killed, and the nurse staff hide the facts. They'll write a report as if the brother was aggressive. They'll take what the officers say and make it feel like as if the convict inmate was the one in the wrong. They raw and uncut. Let's get off into some of these pictures. I'm gonna show y'all these pictures. First, I'm gonna give y'all what they say for the media, and then we gonna get off into these pictures, man, to show y'all what time it is and let you know I'm not bringing you no false information. Hey, mash up them likes, man. Share that video, man. Share this video tonight, man, because we coming hot. We coming hot, banging on that beast constantly. We bang on the beast constantly, exposing these hoes for what they are. You feel what I'm saying? We exposing them for what the fuck they really is.
Have ignored his medical and mental health needs?
Yeah, Darren and Erica, state police actually looked into this, as well as the Sebastian County prosecutor. Now, both found no one in the case acted criminally, but this autopsy report shows that Price died from dehydration and malnutrition.
We see a lot of horrific mistreatment in jails and prisons, and this is up among the worst.
Seattle attorney Hank Balson is representing Larry Price Jr.'s estate. Price's family filed a federal lawsuit last Friday against Sebastian County, its current medical provider Turnkey Health, and some of its staff.
They had a constitutional duty, let alone a moral duty, to not let him just suffer.
This is a photo of Price before he was booked into jail, weighing about 185 pounds. Fort Smith EMS estimated his weight at the time of his death was just 90 pounds, but the autopsy shows he was 121 pounds.
He's over 12 months in jail. He lost approximately 5 pounds a month.
Price was arrested in August of 2020 after Fort Smith police say he entered the police department and threatened officers. He was arrested on a terroristic threatening charge. Price spent the next year in jail until his death in August of 2021. Now, during that time, Price, who had a history of severe mental illness, was in solitary confinement.
Eating his feces, drinking his urine. She was aware that he was losing weight.
The lawsuit states staff conducted more than 4,000 well-being checks in the month leading up to Price's death, each of the checkups stating the same exact thing: inmate and cell okay.
Nobody can look inside the window of a cell and see a person who looks like that and not recognize an emergent problem.
Balson says Price was neglected while in jail.
Let me make one point clear. The jail staff gave this inmate plenty of food and water every day.
On August 29, 2021, medical staff found Price, quote, unresponsive in a pool of standing water and urine.
His ribs, you could see his skeleton through his very thin skin. He looked like the pictures we see when we see images of people who were in concentration camps.
Now, the sheriff does tell us that his office is still looking into this, and he points out COVID as listed as a contributing cause to Price's death. Now, Boston says that Price's case brings up a lot of systematic problems within the jail, saying that people should have mental health care services in them, as well as he says his team is now ready to fight for accountability. Michael Wilson, 5 News.
Yeah, this is how they get down when they're dealing with, black people. This is nothing new. Through centuries, this is how the European white man got down with dealing with black people. The order is death when you deal with us. I just want to show y'all these pictures right here. You saw the before pictures where the news tried to say he was only 185 pounds. When his family said he was every bit of 200 pounds. You could tell by looking at the before pictures before he got incarcerated to these pictures right here. Yeah, they starved this brother out. Didn't give him no water, nothing to eat. This was purposely done by the racism in Arkansas. How can this happen if this wasn't happened deliberately? How can you miss an inmate that's been starving? See, I've been locked up. I know guards have to take count, have to make security check. So there's no excuse for this to happen to this brother. You see this brother right here? This is what he looked like. This is a brother way more than some 185 pounds. And when they found his body, it was only 90 pounds. You can see he only had $100 bill. His family probably didn't know where he was at because he lived a homeless life. You feel what I'm saying? So they should win this lawsuit easy, but the lawsuit don't bring this brother back. You feel what I'm saying? Larry Price had no reason to look like this. This is brother right here. On your left hand side, this brother is not 185 pounds. This brother's every bit of 600 or something. Over 6 feet tall. He's over 6 feet tall. Y'all know this brother weighed more than 185, but when they found his body, it was only 90 pounds. And the autopsy reveals that he died of starvation and dehydration. This is what they do to us, black people. Hey, mash up the likes. Make sure y'all share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Underground Warrior TV. Peace and Black Power.